first question would be, what does this term mean? Food as medicine, food is medicine.
Whatever food we are giving to our body, is it nurturing it or is it hindering it? That understanding is what we need. So when food is medicine, then it is definitely nurturing it. But when we eat food that hinders the operation of our body, then it becomes poison, and that is what causes disease. So there is a big, I'm sure even the allopaths and all the other doctors know that the reason for all disease is in the gut, in our stomach and in the intestinal space. Everything that happens there is what impacts everything else. Of course, the other place is our brain, So these two, if they synchronize properly and work, then we are likely to be healthy throughout our lives without, of course, everybody has a cold, everybody has a fever. But if you ask me, cold and fever are not even diseases. They are just an expression of our body's ability to resist something that's, impacting it from outside. So at least here in Puvidham, when you have a fever, we say, good, you have a good immune system, your body is responding to something, and allow it to respond, help it to respond. So we take the fever as a symptom, not as a disease. The first thing that the fever tells us is that we've not been eating properly. That means we've got a lot of, we've got a lot of toxins in our body. So when the fever comes, automatically you don't feel like eating. That's body's way of saying, don't give me more poison. Even food becomes poison at that time. Any food becomes poison at that time. So fasting is what we do. So complete fast, we drink a lot of water, fasting, a lot of bitter things, like neem leaf kashayam, papaya leaf kashayam, methi, vendayam. Vendayam is soaked and that water is drunk, and the seeds, when they sprout, they are chewed and eaten. So we add a lot of bitterness into our system. And that bitterness is what ensures that our fever goes away. So this is our understanding.
Because usually doctors say that even if you don't feel like eating, you have to have and then have a pill so that the pill will work. And you are saying like it has, fasting is the medicine. That's what is.
Yes.
So throughout
we've been now practicing this for 30 years. 30 full years I've been practicing this. And I know that when the body decides it doesn't want to eat, then we shouldn't feed it. We have to listen to our body. See, as a child, the child knows, that it's hungry and it wants to eat. And when you give it food, then the food is accepted as a boon. But then later on, we start listening to doctors and we start listening to everybody, and we say every 2 hours you have to feed the child. It doesn't matter. You show it something, show some neem tree, show some TV, show some video game, but you have to feed it. So the result of all this is that the child doesn't know what is hunger. So the body is getting food when it is not ready to digest. When hunger means what? Okay, come, I'm ready to tackle you now, right? That is hunger. It's ready to tackle food. But when you give, I'm not hungry. And when you give me food, it's just a burden. It's just a load. So, okay, I will do my job. I will digest it. But will you get the nutrients from it? Will you be able to get, health out of it? That is something that, we will know, So, what we have practiced is this. Listen to your body. The more you start making a pattern and feeding the child at regular intervals and all that, the less the child knows what is hunger. So, and hunger is an intuition. It's an instinct. If the child doesn't know its own instincts, how is it going to work through life? It's a very, fundamental kind of a need that, so we don't allow the child to get hungry. Before the child is hungry, we keep feeding. So many children, even at the age of 4 or 5, they're being fed because there's no need for them to eat. But if you wait for that little whimper, that, When the child says that, then you know, okay, it's hungry. When you feed it at that time, the food is received, and that is when the food is medicine. Till then, food is poison.